Hello and welcome back to Board Games and Bow Ties. I'm Mike and we're back today with another segment of my series on Gateway Gaming. And last time we talked about the rules and how important your rules explanation can be when you're introducing new people to new games. So we're going to jump right back into that today. Tip number 4, attach strategy to the mechanics that you're explaining. When I'm explaining the rules of a game, I almost always talk about them in regards to winning. I attempt to make sure everything that comes out of my mouth ties back to the win conditions. People don't like rules, but if you make it that each thing you explain helps them destroy their opponents, people will stay engaged. So remind your friends that although they can't re-roll that die to get the sheep that they really want, the 7 they just rolled will move the robber and make that resource hoarder over there get rid of half their cards. Tip number 5, don't play with every rule right away. I often cut out more complex rules or mechanics in order to speed up the rules explanation. And this also allows for people to grasp the basic concepts of the game before introducing crazy rules or more difficult strategies. Along with this, I almost never explain exceptions to rules until they come up. Don't waste your time explaining the rules and then saying, but if this happened, that doesn't apply. Just explain the basics and get playing as soon as possible. You may skip over some things that you'll have to clarify later on in the game, but my friends rarely ever complain about getting to the fun faster. And finally, tip number 6. I almost always explain rules with examples and people's names. This is a technique that teachers use a lot. If I say, John could try to move here, but that wouldn't end up great for him because Garrett would almost certainly come over next turn and destroy him. That is way more fun and engaging than players cannot share the same space. If they do, one of them takes damage. Using people's names keeps them engaged in your rules explanations, and 2 things happen. You don't get mad that no one's listening to your rules, and they don't miss out on important rules of the game. It's a win-win. So that's all I've got for today. Have fun with your rules explanations and keep your friends engaged. They'll have a blast. My name is Mike, and we'll see you next time on Board Games and Bow Ties.